Hey, hello everyone. So I wanted to kind of reacquaint myself with ACOG night shooting. Okay, so um, it's been a while since I shot this at night, or even just looked through the scope at night. Uh, and kind of the issue that we have here is that this thing has a fiber optic that depends on light, the sun for light. It's really strong, so that in the daytime we have to put some type of tape on top of it, so that if it's not going to overwhelm the target if we want to do any type of really precision shooting. So now at night, uh, there's enough of that. There's still enough of a glow because right now it's not like pitch dark. There's still some light. There's still enough of a fiber optic light there that if I come up, I can see a little bit of that red. I can see that cross. Okay. Now, what happens is when you turn on the light, and I just got a pistol light on top of this, just because I wanted to throw on something real quick for the purpose of just, again, reacquainting myself with this. When you put on the light isn't shining on the fiber optic. So the light's shining at whatever you're trying to look at, and what happens is you cannot see the red glow from the fiber optic. Okay, but the crosshairs, it does have really thick, strong leader lines that you can see, and when you shine that light, they really stand out, and that's what you're gonna use to get on target. Now, a lot of people solve this whole problem by just piggybacking a pistol optic on top of that. I don't like doing that because it's just most shit on the gun. It's a snag hazard. My line of thinking has always been that if you just gotta, if you gotta add an optic to fix a problem of the other optic, it's probably not a good optic to begin with. So again, that's one of the reasons why I kind of moved away from the ACOG. But I kind of wanted to come back and give it another chance. So let's fire a couple of shots at the night. We're gonna shoot it both with the pistol light and without the pistol light. So here, put it on. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of what I remember using the using an ACOG at night. If you don't have a pistol optic mounted on top of it, can be a problem. However, it is not insurmountable. You can make it work because remember, you're not just fighting against the fact that you're not just fighting against trying to find your reticle. You also are dealing with the 3.5 magnification. So when you get on target, even in the daytime, that can be a little bit difficult. Basically, you gotta use your left eye to see the target, and then the right eye sees the reticle, and you kind of combine the two. What I do is I kind of wink. Like when I come up on target, what I do is I actually close my right eye, so I can really force my left eye to see. So I'm staring at target, and then I open up my right eye. Because I'm omnidominant. Neither of my eyes is very dominant, so that kind of forces, it forces my left eye to take over. And then when I open up my right eye, it just sees the reticle, and my brain combines the two. Yeah, I mean, there's a faint cross. I'm going to turn off the lights. It should be completely dark in a few minutes. And I want to see if it's completely dark. There's a moon out tonight. Well, there's clouds, so we're not going to have a moon. And we're going to see if we're going to see how this works when it's pitch dark. All right, so we're going to do some pitch black night shooting with the ACOG. Okay, so sun's gone down completely. Lights are off. If I turn the light off, I can't see anything unless it's like a couple of feet in front of me and white. Okay. So let me back up a little bit over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up on where I think the target is. I'm going to use the light to get on it, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the light, and kind of take the shot at where I last saw the target. There he goes. Back up a little bit more from the camera. Now I'm going to shoot it with the light on. Okay, so what I'm doing is when the light is off, what I'm doing is I'm using the leader lines. There's like 2 thick bars on the sides, and then there's 1 thick bar below. I'm using that to aim, and that's when the light is on and I can see the leader lines. When the light is off, what I do is I'm just using the illumination from the fiber optic. So, you know, despite that, it's pretty close to pitch black. When I look in there, I can see that. So I was wondering if that fiber optic was still somehow gathering light. Like I said, it's been a while since I looked at the instructions. If I got my hand on top of because right now I'm covering the fiber optic with my hand, and I can still see that the illumination, the red illumination. So what that means is there's got to be some other source of power in there besides the light that's being picked up by the fiber optic. So the fiber optic, it's got 2 layers of blue tape on there because otherwise it's too bright in the daytime for precision shooting. So despite it having 2 layers of blue tape and me putting my hand over as well, just for testing purposes, I can still see the red cross. So what that means is there's got to be some other power source in there, either somehow stored, or there might be tritium in there. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, so I can shoot this with the light on or with the light off. Do this again. So basically, use the light to search my target. There it is. Turn it off. Okay, now I'm using the cross. Okay. Now I'm using the light and the leader lines. Okay. Back up a little bit more. Let me shoot this way. So see the target's there. Go a little further back. So ideally, when you're doing night shooting, you want to basically shoot and then change your positions because the bullets are going to go to wherever the light was last. So from here to the target. Basically move to another position really quickly. So yeah, that's you know, again, I'm reacquainting myself with the Acog, which I haven't shot in a long time. I have shot it at night before, but again, it's been a long time, so didn't remember exactly how well it worked between the fiber optic and the leader lines. It's definitely doable. I'm actually kind of surprised with the 3.5 magnification. I thought it might be a little bit more disorienting at night shooting up close, but it's actually not. And I'm thinking because when you come up on target and you shine your light on something, right? When you shine your light on something, you're kind of restricted to just looking at the thing that you're shining your light on. You can't see anything else. So that kind of, even with the 3.5, it kind of helps you get on target faster. So what I usually do is I'll come up, I'll look at it first with my left eye. I'll actually, what I do is when I come on target, I close my right eye because I'm omnidominant. I close my right eye, look at it with my left. Then when I open up my eye, reticle's on it. Okay, so that's how I use this Acog in the 3.5 magnification to try and get on target. So I thought it might be a little bit more disorienting at night, but it's really not. It's probably a little bit more disorienting in the daytime if you're trying to move around because you can actually see a lot more. So yeah, it's actually a little bit harder in the daytime than at night shooting. So yeah, pleasantly surprised, right? Having not shot this at night for some time. Try to give you guys a look and see what I see inside of this thing. It's getting a little dark now, so it is a bit hard for you guys to see harder. So you can see how I try to center that red cross here. Actually, when I get into shadow, you can see the cross better. I try to center that in those 3 boxes. 4 boxes rather.